So, a week ago, news came through that comic book genius and Captain Cameo, Stan Lee, had passed away. And, you know, the first impulse was to put together a video, but I wanted to wait. I never knew Stan, I never met Stan, and it seemed wrong to make a video about him or what he meant to me before everybody who'd actually known him, worked with him, got a chance to actually get closure first. Stan Lee has had a very long life and has been able to achieve a lot more than most. And what I will respect Stan for, what I see for me as the lasting aspect of his legacy, was understanding that what he was creating in comic books might be due to financial difficulties, a person's one outlet. And so the characters he created, Fantastic Four, Thor, Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man, Iron Man, etc. These characters, they had to be a person that could speak to the reader at their level. And as a disabled person myself, I know what it's like to feel like the world's out to get you, even if it isn't, or to feel like you don't fit in. And so for him to go out of his way to make sure that Iron Man and Thor and Daredevil and Captain America were disabled in some way, and Doctor Strange as well, and look, the list goes on for the disabled, either physically or mentally, superheroes that Marvel have produced over the years. And for him to also recognise that things of a social aspect can be crippling, and to include that in the pages of the comics, I think was also vital to Marvel's being where it is now, as far as beloved is concerned. But more than just that, he was a person who understood moving with the times. That's why, Marvel made the transition into something like the Fantastic Four, where it was a family unit, and the X-Men, which was, on a lot of levels, pretty much the ultimate expression of, I'm going through puberty, I'm an alien in my own body, and none of you understand me. Teen angst type metaphor that you could possibly have created. Into the superhero crossover type stuff, into the more, we can't trust anybody, Punisher, type narratives that came along later. Stan was always pushing back boundaries, was always trying new things, was forever excited by life and the possibilities of it, was always willing to take a long shot. And anyone who's actually gone and looked up all the cameos he's been involved in was always appearing on the most bizarre programs that you would never associate with Mr. Lee. And he was very much about life being lived large, and people, even if they have got not a great time at home, or are bullied at school, or maybe they're stuck in a job that they've got because they need to pay the bills, when they get to the pages of those comics, when they start reading them, they can escape. They can go to a universe where they can achieve anything. They can be anyone. All of us could be heroes in those pages. All of us could save the universe, could guard the galaxy, could avenge whatever we needed avenging, or defend whatever needed defending. And that was so critical to so many people globally. And so his legacy was always going to outlive him. I would like to think, in fact, that the legacy that Stan laid down will outstrip Disney. He was an absolute juggernaut and a visionary as well. And I'm happy to say, moving forward, mind you, the die was cast for this decades ago, but Stan Lee, I will always make mine a Marvel. I hope that those who are continuing your dream in print, on audio, on television, online, and on the big screen do so with your memory and in full respect to what you would want in mind. Rest in peace, sir, and Excelsior.